Hello everyone, this is round 3 of our summer round robin. I have black against Ptolemy. He plays mostly d4 openings. D4, c4, I don't think he ever plays a London. Uh, I'm probably going to play a Benoni against them. That's what I've been leaning towards. I was thinking about Grunfeld or Nimzo Indian or King's Indian. Those were all openings that were, that I was taking a look at, but um, and probably if it was a random person, I would play a Grunfeld. Uh, I've been working on that lately, but he has a really bad time against the Benoni, and specifically the Czech Benoni. Um, so I feel like I feel like this is what I must do, even though I don't really play a Benoni a whole lot anymore. Um, this is a good line. If he plays, oh, I was gonna say if he plays knight c3 without c4. It's a hard line, but it's a good line. Um, it's it's a bit more tactical than than this line with the pawn blocking the bishop. But okay, this is of course still fine. Um, and God, I hope I don't forget how to play it. Yeah, and he always plays this g3, and well, I just don't care. My knight's gonna get to g6, and he's gonna eventually push f4. I'm gonna take it, and I'm gonna put a piece on e5. That's how all of our games have gone in the past, and he hasn't really adapted and switched up what he plays. This f4 move, he tends to push it too early, I believe. So and he's gonna castle, and I'm gonna castle. He's gonna play f4, and I'm gonna take it, and then get a piece on e5. And I prepared a different move. I prepared a knight d7 move. I looked, and like every game we play with Benoni, it gets to this exact position, and every Benoni that he plays, it gets to this position. I think he recently played a white against the 1600 in a Benoni. I have a message. Oh, he posted our game in the Discord. Excellent, good, because I always forget. But he played against the 1600, and the 1600 played a Benoni, and I think he got to this position or something very similar. So he hasn't really changed anything up, and he's thinking here. So maybe he doesn't play f4, but I'm pre-moving that because yeah, when they play f4, you take it and then you put a piece there. So I hope he plays f4. I can take and then play knight d7. I really like that line. I've always taken, and then he's taken with the knight, um, and I've always played knight e5 there, but I think this is much better. Okay, and I tend not to care about this. If b4 comes, I'm just going to play b6 because that's just the Benoni move anyway. So I'm going to continue doing what I like to do. I, I guess I could play h6 and then this, but I don't have to actually. I can play knight d7. Um, so that's nice. Knight d7, bishop g5. If he plays f4, I take it, and then I come back. That looks pretty good. Yeah, let's play knight d7. The only thing that I need to... because the knight's not here, so I don't need to play h6 and, all this stuff. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to trade off my bad bishop for his good one. And the only thing I need to watch, I think, is my d6 pawn. If this knight gets to b5 and my bishop's out here or my queen's out here or something, obviously my d6 pawn is hanging, so I have to. I'm reconnecting. I don't want to be reconnecting right now. What's going on? All right, seems like we're back. So probably what I'll do is not cut the video because editing is it's not for me. Um, we're we're not gonna do that. We'll probably I think I'll put an annotation in and then just timestamp the annotation so that people can just skip ahead. And obviously I'll be reviewing this one afterwards. So hopefully my play wasn't too distracted waiting for the internet to come back. But I like my position here. I guess while he's thinking, I'll kind of review. I don't know, where did it crap out? I played b6 because b6 is a Benoni move, and then I went for the bishop trade like I talked about. I captured because you always capture on f4 in the Benoni, and then bishop f6. So I have the bishop on the long diagonal. It's basically fianchettoed, but it's not as safe. Bishop h3 I thought was kind of a neat move. It makes sense kind of because it's it's the bad bishop, but I think it's good for me to trade those bishops off, and then I can infiltrate that king since he took with the g-pawn. So I don't think it makes any sense. I played bishop a6 because again, I was worried about this pawn, and I wanted to play something like this, but then knight b5, and if I go here, then he forks. So I played bishop a6 because this is soft. The only good way to defend it, it's these two moves, and I don't think he wants to play those moves. It just ties the queen down to awkward, useless squares. So he played b5, and I wanted to induce this because he has more space on the queen side. So I want that to close down, and then I came back because I want to trade this off, and I want to get my queen here and knight here and do good things. None of this is exact calculation. It's a rapid game, so it's mostly just principles. I'm not worried about this at all. If he ever pushes here, I'm going to take it, and then I'm going to play knight b6. I love my knight there. It's just a nice blockade. It stops everything. So I'm not worried about that at all. So I just play rook e8, just improve this piece, basically, is all. He's taking a long time to move. I hope my internet didn't crap out again. I'm going to be paranoid. Queen c2, and then knight here, just because I want to trade bishops. And then he goes for rook f3. Okay. So, interesting. I don't know how much I like my queen check now. It's okay, I guess. I could maybe go bishop here, but I don't really know what that does. I wanted to try to prepare like knight here, and like some kind of knight f5 because this was pinned before. I don't think that's ever gonna work though. Maybe it will. Oh no, that knight f5. Back here. Takes. I gave away a knight. I get a piece back. He gets a rook. Here. Trade pieces. But then he moves his rook, and then I only get a piece. So I'm down in exchange after all of that. Can I improve on that? I wonder. There's got to be some way to improve on that. Wait a second. No. No, this is never working. He's on that twice. Rook f3 is a solid move. Yeah, that's pretty solid. So it's just a matter of figuring out where the hell I want my pieces now. That's not easy. I don't know where to put them. Well, queen check forces rook here, so that's a start. And then I can go like queen here or queen here. I might want to start with that. I think my queen is safe there. Yeah, this is nice. I think this is the way to play this. And then I go queen back, and obviously I'm hitting this, which is a little bit soft, but I want this, I think. And then his rook starts running out of squares, I think, but very inexact. I'm really just, there's not really a tactic here. I mean, he has to play rook g3, I think. He can play king f2, but that looks bishop there. It looks really ugly. So let's see. I mean, it's very inexact. I'm really just trying to get my pieces on decent squares. Okay. What if I double on the e-file? That seems like it might be an idea. So then what do I want my queen and all of that? I don't want it anywhere where it can get trapped. I don't think. It's aggressive, like to put it here, but it's starting to scare me a little bit. Um, yeah, I don't like any of that. If I go here, I mean he goes here, and then this is I don't like any of that. We're gonna, I think, tuck our tail and run, and admit that we just made an oops. Because I don't like this. I want the queen on d7 because I want to bring the rook over. So there was a purpose at least in playing the queen move, but at the same time not really. I could have just played queen d7, and then the rook would have been on f3, and it would have been his move, which I'm not sure if that makes a huge difference. It might not. It might not make any difference at all, but it is very hard to say. I guess it probably would have been better to have the rook on f3 because I can hit this with tempo. Yeah. Oh well, that's fine. And I'm very well defended here. Like this is, I mean, it does kind of feel like those positions where everything's closed and then white gets more space on the king's side and then black gets crushed. But usually in those positions, black's pieces are all over on the queen side. Mine aren't. We're both fighting for the king side here. Okay, so all right, so I have to abandon all of this. He just isn't allowing me to do this. Um, that's fine. I think I'm still doubling. I think this is still the best way, the best squares for my rooks. And maybe, let me see. And maybe I want to play like queen c7 so I can get this knight here. This is probably ideal. Just a nice quiet move. Queen c7. It controls this even more, and then I can go for this. But this is just so I can play my knight back here, and then to b6 if he ever does push, which could happen very soon. But this way, I doubt he's gonna push and sacrifice the pawn, but he might. I don't know. So this way, if he pushes, I probably wouldn't take it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we'll. No, I don't think the bishop move is any good. So let's go here, just like we talked about. And I never really want to be pushing this. He's gonna take and get b5. So there's no counterplay for me on the queen side. And I never really want to do any of these types of sacrifices and allow his knight to come to d4 with, eyeing c6, and I'll just never get rid of it. So I think this is the way that I have to play this. It's the only way that I know. And I'm a little cramped. I would definitely welcome trading pieces. He has more space. If we can trade pieces, I can start picking apart these weak pawns. I think that's definitely something that I should go for. I'm not worried about this at all. Let's see. I have my bishop here. It's never really going to move, I don't think. So let's continue doubling. Yeah, and I'm reasonably comfortable with this. I just have to make sure that this bishop never gets never gets eaten, because that's boy, that doubling on the G file is pretty scary. And his king is safe now. It's definitely reasonable. Alright, so where's the knight going? Or is he going for this? That seems more likely. Yeah, I don't know if there was anything I could have done about that, though. Um... Hmm. Yeah, what's the plan? Not sure. Not sure at all. Um... Well... Oh, I can just take and I can play f6. Okay. So we're fine there. Yeah, I was worried about this. I can just take and play f6 or whatever. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. I think, don't I win a pawn here? Don't I go here, take, and then win a pawn? This is a decent breakthrough, I think. Let's go for it. This seems okay. I definitely don't mind giving up my dark squared bishop. I've been trying to do that the entire game, so this is pretty customary, I think. I'm not sure where the knight was planning on going. I thought for sure he was going to go for this, because it's at this point he's sacrificing the rook. Oh, he watched Ben Feingold's exchange sacrifice video apparently. Well, I can take it and play f6. I think I don't. I think I'm fine. I'm not winning a pawn, unfortunately, but what are you gonna do? I don't have to play f6. I could play knight f6. It's not good though. He takes and then I wins a piece. Could play f5. How's f5? Ooh, that's spicy. f5 is very spicy. Let's go for f5. Takes. Oh, wait. Do I lose everything? No. I think this is okay. I mean, if he takes, I take here. I'm on the queen. The queen doesn't have anywhere active to go. I'm on the knight after that. And I always have this because my knight's in the way. So if he takes it, I can take, and then I can defend. It seems fine. He has a really hard time guarding this. I mean, this guards my weakness here. Once this tension is resolved, this pawn never really wants to go here. I mean, then I just get e5 for my knight. Everything seems fine, and I can even, after I take, I can even shift over here and start picking on this pawn. Not too bad. So next thing on the agenda is to trade as many pieces as possible, because I'm just definitely winning here. And I feel like I have a better position, so I feel like the exchange should be enough. If we can trade pieces, it's definitely enough. But if he keeps them out and keeps it complicated, then it's definitely difficult. So both under 2 minutes here. I would have liked to have been moving a little faster, but with internet issues, that it's a little bit hard. Yeah. Oh, because he's threatening that with his queen. That's reasonable for him. So I think I have to take this. Yeah, I missed that. I definitely missed that. But I don't think it's a big deal. I think it just lets me trade everything. I don't have any weaknesses. Oh, and he went for that instead? Okay. So let's take with which knight? I think this one. Yeah, seems fine. As long as this never happens, we're going to be a-okay. I'm threatening this. It's very nice. he takes with the bishop, I can take with queen and guard my pawn here. So if he takes this pawn, I think I can play this. So I'm up an exchange and a pawn at this point. Now I'm desperately trying to trade pieces. Wait, did I have that move? No, I didn't. I thought I had that move and then take, but I definitely did not. Ooh, I have a precious 40 seconds on him. So we'll look to hold on to that as much as possible. And I really just need anything blockading this square. If things get complicated, anything blockading that square is going to be wonderful. Okay. I can go here or here, I believe. I think I go with the mate threat. The mate, or here. That's decent too, I think. No, I like here. Takes, I take rook. So I lose a piece, I get a rook, lose a rook, get a piece back. It's just a bunch of trades. We're gonna go for this move. And then he's gonna miss mate, and then I'm gonna checkmate him. That's why I played it. No, I mean, no, I think in every situation, I think I prefer this move over the alternatives. Ah, I'm horrible. I was gonna take this, but I think this allows me to trade better because I can take with queen, and then I'm threatening this. And he has to play some like knight move like that, I guess, which I didn't see. Okay. And then we go here. And he has to play like knight g3, I think. Otherwise, that's not good for him. But then I have queen e3, which looks very annoying. So knight there. Nothing's being threatened. Everything looks pretty well locked down. E3 is safe. Yeah, so let's go queen e3. And we're going for this. And I don't know what I'm going to do after that. He wants that. That's far too slow. That is way too slow. So we can go here. And then I think knight f4 and then here. And that should pretty much do it, I think. I have 4 seconds. Alright. Well, that was a nice one. No easy games in this tournament, that's for sure. I didn't realize I was so low on time. That was very close. Oh, yeah, he can move that. Oh, yeah, but then I take. That was very, very close. So, I think I managed to capture most of the game. At least when my internet came back. And so A3 is a new move. We haven't seen. I'm playing the Ben Feingold defense. No wonder why I almost lost. F4 was the move that he normally played, and I don't think it's very good. Computer, I think, agrees. And the line that I had prepared, well, he has always taken with the knight. I've always played here. And he's always done one of two things, which don't do these two things. There, you're better than him. He's always done either queen e2, which doesn't make any sense since I have bishop g4 with tempo, and then my position's fantastic. And then I think one time he played here, and I like took and then like did that, and I won like 2 rooks for 2 pieces. It was a really strange imbalance that I've never had before. And then other games he's played like this, and then I take here. So the Benoni is difficult to play against because there's like weird tactics that you don't really see in a lot of in most openings. So yeah, like the knight on e5, like it's a strange structure, so there's definitely new things to look out for. The computer generously points out that knight d7 is a really good move, and I never thought of that. It's a good move. So that's what I wanted. Um, and I mean, the position's just equal, I think, or something. I don't know. What does it say? What did I say? Knight d7? Is it equal? Oh, of course it's not equal because the computer hates the Benoni. But it's eventually equal. Yeah, and knight d7 is a nice move. Bishop f6 is coming, and everything is nice and free flowing, fluid, and all that nonsense. Um, ah, wow, tough crowd. Um, so a3, he wants to play b4, I guess, but I mean the Benoni's well equipped to meet this. Just b6 and everything is fine. Knight d7. Um, yeah, the move that I was talking about anyway. Praying that he plays f4 with double question mark. Um, b4, and yeah, I'm never really taking this in a Benoni. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess I can take and then play like knight b6 and try to play against this pawn, but in general, the Benoni, it's very aggressive. You want to play a move like b6, close the queen side. Okay, I mean, look at my queenside pieces. I'm supposed to play bishop takes. Oh, look at that. I mean, look at my queenside pieces. They're not really equipped for an attack. Everything's kind of aiming towards the king side, and I might even have f5, but usually f5 is ill-advised. It gives their pieces another square to defend. So, bishop e3, bishop g5, and what did he play? f4. Yeah. Is he supposed to play bishop takes d5? I would have just ignored it. I definitely would have ignored it. And yeah, bishop e3 is no good. Even if the computer says it's good, it's no good. Oh, okay, good. I was right. Yeah, I'll deal with him later. So he can watch the video. How about that? Bishop e3 is no good because I'm playing a check Benoni, and I put all my pawns on dark squares. So what am I probably going to do with my dark squared bishop since I played weird knight moves? I mean this knight did this, and then this knight did this. So probably I'm gonna play bishop g5 and trade off my able to play. Yeah, never any. Yeah, he's confused. That's why I played the Benoni. Um, his attack is baloney. So bishop e3, yeah, it's no good because I'm going to play bishop g5. So why play bishop e3 and then I play bishop g5? You waste the move on a piece that's just going to, it's just going to be gone on the next turn. So that's why bishop e3 is no good. And it's hard to say what move is good. Any move is good. Honestly, if it's me, if I'm playing white here, which I'm glad I'm not, if my opponent wants to play bishop g5, I play h4. H4 is really nasty here. It scares the knight over here. I don't know what to do with that knight if h5 comes. I have to go like knight h8, which is also the Ben Feingold defense. In like every video, he plays knight h8. But h4 is a really good move. And then you just hold the line. I'm not really sure what white's supposed to do against a Benoni. That's why I don't play d4. I just know I attack on the king side, and people playing white don't know what to do against the Benoni. Until they do, and then I'm really sad. Like when you play a Benoni against an IM and then he blows you off the board, it's because the Benoni's the Benoni. It's hard to deal with not having space, but when your opponents play moves that don't really have a clear plan behind them, then you crush them. So f4 is no good. It gives me another square for my pieces, potentially. Not right away. Bishop h3, I thought this was a weird move. Do I have a tactic? Whoa! Whoa! Cool. Just a positional tactic. And I wouldn't play this even if I saw it. Wow, that's complicated. Those pawns are scary. I'm thinking, can you exchange... Wait. Yeah. Can you play like an exchange sacrifice like this? And then queen takes... And these pawns are really scary. And knight b5 is coming. And computer says black is better, but I don't like that position. So that's kind of neat. So I figure, yeah, bishop a6. I want him to push here. Queen a4. Oh, because if I take it... Oh, truth hurts. That's a pretty good move. Queen a4. Yeah. Huh. Computers are good at chess. Queen d3. Yeah, I figured queen d3 was... Or b3, but probably d3 is the best move. And then it at least has this, one day. Um, but yeah, b5 was definitely something I was hoping for. Close off the queen side so I don't have to worry about that. a4 move doesn't do anything. So rook e8 and doesn't like my move either. Oh, that tactic is still there, if you want to call it a tactic, I guess. So that's where all the mistakes, yeah, just missing one singular thing. What's the graph look like? Do I want to look at it? I've seen worse. So bishop takes c8 here, and he got a big advantage here. What? Strange. And this is probably ill-advised. I didn't like this move after I played it. Probably I should just play like queen c7 or queen d7. Both of those moves look fine, or knight d7. I don't like this queen g4. I was struggling to find a plan, and it's a rapid game. So queen c7, rook here. So what's the deal here? F5? I thought I calculated that. Can't I go here? Ooh, that sucks. Oops. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Bishop on d2. It looks like it's a really bad and weird piece until it's not. It has a diagonal. I didn't realize that. This is like one of those positions where, yeah, the computer does just fine, but a human? That looks tough still. So that's the computer line that's given. That still looks really indecisive. Like, obviously white's better, and I'd rather have white for once in this game. But it's very indecisive. Still takes a lot of technique. So that wasn't the worst blunder, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I saw f5. I didn't look at it hard enough, though. I like bishop h4. This all makes a lot of sense now. Now I'm just taking on f2, and then I'm taking here, and I think my position's really reasonable. Here, f5. Did it like f5? Great. That was the only move that I was really afraid of. And then e5. And then from here we can just trade everything. Rook e3, and I don't think any of these moves are really weird or worth talking about. It's definitely over at this point. Up an exchange and a pawn. And I guess it liked rook takes e3. That was the move I was going to play. And then I think this has better trades, so we went with this. Queen e3, just put your pieces on good squares, and then, sometimes things happen. Like running out of time. Yeah, awfully close. And knight f4, and then there we go. All right, fantastic. Tough game. So I've had white against Juan, white against Michael, and black against Ptolemy. So 2 whites. So I'll be getting a lot of blacks coming up, I think. I don't know how round robin pairings work at all. I mean, I have a general idea, but if you asked me to make them, I'd be in trouble. So tournament's going by quick. We're in round 3 already. Round 4 should be coming. I mean, there's only 2 games left in the round because there's only 3 total games. So round 4 should be coming up soon. Hopefully I get white every round, but obviously that's not a thing. Just playing black is so hard nowadays. It seems like everyone has some kind of really good opening preparation against everything. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.